All right. Yay. We're live. So it always takes an extra second to get us going and we're having fun. And yes, we're live. That Happy New Year. I still set up these collaboration chats for you to share comments, questions, ideas, those things that come from class, from training videos, anything online. And especially though, those of you I get to see in person and online, where we are working through business analysis tasks, techniques, and really just up our game, learn from each other, get creative. That's one of my favorite things to do. That even today, you'll see I talk about very, I don't say boring type business analysis work because they're foundational knowledge. There's good pieces, but there's something about how you do it, the way you approach it. There's an art to the science. It's pretty cool. So that's where I wanted to go with that. And so please, please, please put in the chat, in the comments, any questions you have, things you want to see answered. I'll be watching that as we go. So keep it going. I will put in questions there. And if you chime in after the recording, I will make sure and add in there any answers or responses. And those of you who join live or watch this all the way through the end of the recording, I will make sure and give you bonus handouts, things to download, because I wanted to show you something that it was started just talking through people. And I want to see, I might actually like build on it, make it even better. And then you get to download it. It's a resource for you. We're talking about today tasks and techniques. And I brought that up today because today I really I've been neck deep in going through IIBA's business analysis body of knowledge, their Babok guide, and the core fundamentals of task and techniques. And what's really cool is there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure we can always get better. You know, there's always already discussion about it updating. So yes, be on the lookout. You know, the future updates. I heard ECBA updates are coming. You know, message me if you want to about any of the questions around exams. You know, always just connect with me over here and I will make sure and get you the information. So, but really task techniques. What I want to do then is kind of show you something I worked on and just kind of thinking through the value. And again, not so much how great is that individual technique. It's more about what that technique provides. And no, AJ, this is live. This is Jamie. Mimi is busy creating more courses. Okay. And so thank you for that, AJ. But please, yeah, keep chiming in because we will get this live and going. All right. So I wanted to show you again something that I was working on. And so let's get that going here. Let's just share screen and pull up this business analysis techniques and their usage. I actually started this a while back, and most of my handouts are because people ask good questions. So if you don't mind keeping the good questions coming, that just, oh my gosh, that's where all this good stuff comes from. It comes from you. It comes from what we can do to make things better. So again, please, 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 you know, keep those great questions coming. I appreciate it so much. All right. So let's get over into our handout here. What I have on here is each one of these items corresponds to its listing in the business analysis body of knowledge guide, the IIBA's Babok guide. So again, if you're a member, you can get this for free. It's included in membership. Yet the foundations, the standard is out there. And so that does include the glossary. What this is though, is all 50 techniques, not ranked by anything other than alphabetical order. So that's the bold part, is these are the techniques listed in the Babok guide. So what happened is there's a great appendix in there that talks the task to technique mapping. Which BA tasks do you use, or which techniques do you utilize for which BA tasks? Well, I was looking at these techniques. I go, well, the way around, if we're learning techniques, how would I use this? So just want to walk through this to give you this resource. And then again, I'll let you download this. If you like this and want to use it, you don't have to listen to replay. Not only will we have transcript, we'll have the free download. So what it is, acceptance and evaluation criteria. This is great when you're doing requirements management work. So when I say about that, This is traceability. Let's just add that. I told you, we're going to update this live, okay? Traceability at its key focus here. Because what I mean by that is, here's what we want. Here's how we'll prove it. That's why I get in this requirements validation. This is great because requirements validation means, how will I prove that it's delivered? Well, you need some criteria on here. The acceptance criteria. Notice here, by the way, like, see, I told you this is fun why I'm into the techniques, and I am a total business analyst. All right. You know this for sure. Okay. Because if you look at this, it says there's both a acceptance criteria and an evaluation criteria. So it's almost like maybe we should differentiate those two, right? So because the part is with acceptance criteria, that's his requirements validation. What are you willing to accept to prove that you've delivered the requirements? That's validation. Now, the evaluation criteria, we actually might do that in vendor assessments. Or let's see, how about maybe the technology? Well, let's see, how about we'll rephrase it in BAPs or business cases. Here's what I mean on that. Evaluation criteria. Those are where you're evaluating something against something else. See the difference on this? And yes, we are complete business analyst because I've tore up these concepts. But that's the level we take because it's not about a bad technique or a good technique. It's just using the right technique at the right situation for the right reason. An evaluation criteria means I might be comparing one person to another, or vendor in this case. Great to have evaluation criteria. That checklist, right? How are you going to be evaluated on it? All those assessments, that's evaluation criteria. Whereas business cases now, why not the alternative option? We're going to use this one. What about the alternative options? Why are we not considering those? Just FYI, and this is what I told you, I love techniques. Your business cases, and literally think about going to your executive with a question. You always have extra options in your back pocket. You never walk in empty-handed, okay? You always have alternatives, options, even if they're awful. It makes yours look even better. How cool is that? See, that's the business cases. So your evaluation, you're evaluating between one or more items, and that can be really powerful. So again, see how we're already like considering the techniques, really understanding them and what they're for. That purpose, that helps us with, okay, when are we going to use them? Like backlog management, very big agile, and you're managing user stories. You put them in the backlog. I love backlogs though for managing my workload. What do I mean by that? How many of you have to-do list? Should be a to-done list though. You like getting things done. If you're watching my sessions, that's productivity, okay, to done. But managing workload, that's where your to-do list. Here's everything on my to-do plate. Do you have a backlog? I even have a shiny object column just because it keeps distracting me. I need the shiny object column. I've got my backlog of work. I've got my prioritized work, and then I'm getting stuff done, okay? So that's where you can manage workload. Backlog, it can be just all the ideas people put up. You can use it with brainstorming. Brainstorm all the ideas and put them in the backlog. And then let's use some acceptance criteria. Which of those ideas match our criteria? Fits within budget, within scope, small enough to do, feasible, viable. Now we're going to pull one out. See, so we can use these techniques. It's so much that art. So if you're liking this, I'm going to do a few more on here just because it's fun. And I'm going to give this to you. So you can download this too at the end of the session. I want to make sure this is available because it's really, you can see the BABA guide defines it. And if you get that concept and you understand what it is and why it might be used, that purpose, then we think about, all right, what is our work where this technique will come in handy? For me, techniques, tools, technology, they're all in the backlog of my toolbox. But it's like a hammer or a screwdriver. Pull out the right tool for the right job. Same thing here, but you got to know what it's for. You got to know there's a difference between screwdrivers. There's this one that's a flat head, and there's this other one with this nice little plus sign. You know, one of them's named Philip on there. What do you use? Why do you use it? What's it good for? See these good questions? You can be a business analyst on your own business analysis work. I know, funny concept that us BAs, we never quite do it on it. And there. So I'm not dancing the hula to get to done because I want to do some more on here. Balanced scorecard, benchmarking, and market analysis. You can see some of these items. If you haven't seen them before, you can see that they're all related to strategy, that kind of high level pieces. But I want you to think about like solution assessment and even balanced scorecard. These are great also for that process improvement. How are we or are we not doing things? Should we be doing them better? Could we be doing them better? Strategy analysis with solution assessment. And again, I'll add in here process improvement. How many of you are like, we're using Teams, finally? Do you know what the benchmark is for using Teams in corporations? Is it just chat or online meetings? Is it integrated with your Microsoft Office bundle? Like, what is there a measure? Ooh, let's go back to acceptance and evaluation criteria. See, you can't get rid of that. What is the standard? This is great process improvement on here, not only for your benchmarks, like, are we like doing well? How many of you get that question from your customers? Are we doing well? Or are we doing awesome? And you're like, compared to, no, sure. Compared to everyone else out there using this or not using this tool? No. See that? And the market analysis is going to come and play with understanding customers' sentiment. What is that benchmark out there? If you're doing anything with website and selling, there are conversion percentages. How many of you, if I told you only 12% of people click on your email, say all your emails you sent all day long, 12 people clicked on your email, or 12%. Let's go 12%. Would that be a good thing for work? Like for me, for work purposes, that's awful. I'm like, no, I want everyone to open my emails. If it's a nonprofit newsletter, that could be a really good click-through rate. But do you know what industry benchmarks are out there? Do you know what market segment is? You get a 13% or 12% click-through rate on your newsletters via email, but do you have 80% engagement of your audience on YouTube, TikTok? See? I say, if we play with numbers, numbers can be played with, literally. Okay, so that just remember where the numbers are going, what you're doing with all that, because that they can always play. All right, now brainstorming, I love this. We can use this brainstorm all the time, but think about when you do not know the issue or solution. You don't know the answer. You don't know the answer. How many of us have slightly annoyed our significant others and we have no clue which thing we did exactly that triggered them? Not that I'm speaking from personal experience, but I certainly brainstorm a whole list of ideas of what I could have possibly done. And probably 99.9% of them are still not right. It's still not the thing I thought about. But see there, I was brainstorming. I was just throwing out ideas. Didn't mean they have to be good, didn't mean they have to be feasible, right, etc. When you have no clue what is going on, that's brainstorming. It doesn't just have to be, but let's pick the next bright idea. Let's pick the highest priority. Like, do you know what the priorities are? Do you know what product features people want? Let's brainstorm. And so brainstorming is one technique. This one, you probably, as an analyst, as a facilitator, my project managers out there, you're going to combine brainstorming with a lot of other techniques. And you'll see that here in this listing, like a workshop. I will set up a workshop where we're going to brainstorm first and then prioritize. That's very common. I want to get the ideas out. But see right here, when you don't know the issue or solution, when you don't know the answer, this is the part, don't prioritize in the middle of brainstorming. Pet peeve of mine, so bad, is if you want mass quantity of ideas, that's what brainstorming is. Don't do analysis during it. There's no analysis in brainstorming. I'm sorry to disappoint my BAs out there. No analysis during the brainstorming. As soon as you have some ideas to work with, now go for it. Start prioritizing, start assessing, start evaluating criteria on there. That's where it gets in the power on here. So let's see, when you do not know the answer, brainstorm all the things you might have done that didn't make someone happy or made them, like super happy. Now, again, business capability analysis, this goes back to balanced scorecard and backlog or balanced scorecard with the strategy analysis. Very good. What do we have and what do we not have? Okay, very good strategy analysis. And what I put on here is enterprise architecture. This is a big space and there's a lot going on with it. And I'm going to just shout out to all the people on LinkedIn that are doing more on this. Vince Mirabelli, Columbus Brown, Adrian Reed. They all are fantastic with talking some more about this higher level. And here's the difference. Like you can see me, if you like following these collaboration chats, I'm in the details. I'm in the weed. I like down and dirty. I'm really talking about these specifics of the techniques. You want to know why and where they fit and what we're even thinking about or want a toolbox in the future? Go talk to some of those really smart people that think bigger picture. I like little picture. I like details. That's me. And that's what makes me a good business analyst out here. All right. And definitely, Mindy, go for it. No analysis in your brainstorming session. We like that going on here. Okay. So let's move on. I mentioned business cases. That goes back to your acceptance evaluation criteria, having alternative options on here. Notice this. I should probably capitalize this. Justifying anything. When you do business cases, it is not a strategic imperative, big formal project going to your PMO for budget approval. Okay? Business cases is asking for anything. It's the justification. That's the really cool part here. It's the justification portion. And so that's why I said, I physically picture myself here going into the CIO's office because I'm like, we really need to do this. The system it's old. We just stop putting Band-Aids on it. We have got to replace it. In my back pocket are two alternatives. And actually, I have two back pockets. So I have two, like I said, I got a couple alternatives going. I always walk into every conversation with options. Because what I'm doing is that first one, I'm selling the idea, okay? This is the reason you select. So like, great, for starting a project or idea, it's justifying anything. And you know what's even on here? This is your marketing plan or sales pitch to your customers, to customers. You go in and say, here's what you need and why you need it. Sure, you can go buy these other options, but mine is awesome. That's why it's justifying anything. When I said go in that CIO's office and pitch your idea, have two really crummy options. Makes yours look really good. That's always my secret on that one. Don't go in with yours is good and have a great and alternative. Go in with yours is the best. And here are some other options. Now, again, because BAs, PMs, change agents, I know. Remember that left that authority at the door. No decision-making power whatsoever in these roles. All responsibility for if it goes wrong is on your shoulders. The team does a great job if it goes right, and no decision-making. So you pitch ideas, you pitch proposals, the projects, anything you want, a day off. Go in with a business case. You are no longer allowed to ask, can I have a day off? You're going to be a good analyst. You're going to use these techniques. You need to go in with a justification. Sir, as you're looking forward to enhanced productivity and great team collaborations, respectfully request Friday off so that I can tend to some personal natures, and I will show up then on Monday thoroughly rested, refreshed, and excited to follow up on those items with the team. Now, alternatively, you could deny that And I'll not have that same energy to work with the team on Monday because they're not in Friday. So I'll be working on other things. And again, we'll use up that depletion. I'll also, if we do that option, I'm going to have too much use or lose leave at the end of the year. And I'm going to insist on taking that. So I'm going to be out for 2 weeks total, which I know during our upgrade period is not really good for the project. Now, you could approve me gone for a week. It'd definitely make me well rested. But I'm not sure that's good for the team because they do need to move forward on some Monday things. So given those options, how about we look at approving Friday leave and then I'll come in on Monday. Always walk in with some options. Okay, even though like, yeah, you can approve a month off for me. They're not going to approve that, right? Like seriously, we got stuff to do. Got to get things done right there. That's right, AJ, we got to get it done. And so that's where coming in, every discussion needs to have that option. That's what like that business case is. You can see how we're switching these ideas. Now, business model canvas. I probably should pull this up and maybe the other piece on here. Here's the funny thing I love about this. Okay. A business model canvas. Right now, if you want to Google, don't put that first word in. Make it just a keyword search, or like I say, it's anything in there. Personal model canvas on here, enterprise model canvas, architecture model canvas, data model canvas, every aspect, technical model canvas. How many model canvases come out? What it is, it's 9 good questions to ask about anything. In this case, the business model canvas is what's in the Babok guide because we're business analysts. We ask about the business, a business capability analysis. A business model canvas is a canvas, a sheet that lays out within a structure, also known as a model, what the business is or is not doing. And it's funny, it's just 9 great questions. What I've loved though is how many people have taken this and applied it to all different facets and areas of work, of life, of family, of yourself, because it makes you think in multi-dimensions about a concept. That's why it's key here is strategy. The trick though, I always tell everyone, and I tell this more than just the business model canvas. This should be your analysis work, your collaboration with stakeholders. When you walk through those 9 questions, this is why I said exploring with the business. It's not a yes, no, maybe answer. It's a tell me more about that. Why do you feel that way? What are you seeing in that aspect? What do you wish was there? It's an exploration of ideas with your customer, with your business, with your team, with yourself. That's what you're doing on here. Where are we and are we not? And visual models, they're great for showing pukas. And Hawaiian, that's the hole, the space, the gaps. What's missing when we lay everything out? What is not on there? It's great to talk about all the things we're doing. What is not on there? See, that's really important. That's a key thing because that's where we get into strategy. So given we don't have anything in this area, or given we have too overloaded in this area, what should be the next step? And so I'm going to say exploring with the business, and I'll just add on here, can be used for personal growth plans. And it could, again, just like your personal growth, but you could put, your leadership skills. Do you need to do some more training? Do you need more experience? What have you done a lot of? I'll just put that on there because like, think about that. That's great. Personal, and I'll put team even, team growth plans, really anything on there because you walk through those. Now, I told you I'm going to give this all for download so you can have this here. We've only we didn't even get through 20% of the techniques. That's how many techniques are listed in the Babok guide. I have way too much fun with these. And the coolest part is I've got a course coming out that has all of these with live examples of me walking through it, whether it's a worksheet, whether it's a live modeling session, it's a real world scenario. I've got them coming out in addition to just explaining all these techniques and the tasks. So watch for that to drop. We're going to have that on our website. And now let me share with you the best part on here. Let's do a new share and we should be seeing, let's share this. Okay. If you liked what you've seen, great. Let me know some feedback. If you didn't like it, great. Tell me what should be better. Best part, either way, if you at least go here, the talk.ac, Jamie Champagne, I will give you that whole download for free. I'll put the note on here so I can get that to everybody. It's also in our chat. So if you're watching this recording, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't grab the QR code. It is in the chat, and I'm going to put use code technique for the free download. So that's yours to keep, augment, add, do more with. Because here's the best part. If you can message for me on LinkedIn where or how you use these other techniques, that would be the real meat. Because you see, this is a starting point. Even just talking through them, I added more. And I'm going to keep adding more to this. I'm going to just keep going with it. You got more techniques out there. Now, again, I started with the 50 from the Babok guide. This is foundational base because I'm a big fan of what IIBA has put out. And they are one of the places to get your BA certification. So I want you to get that. And so I do speak a lot of the IIBA's vocabulary because it helps you prepare, build, study, and achieve those valuable certifications because they do wonders. All right, so I hope you got the code. I got the link in the chat. Can you believe we are times up already on here? I'm going to stop sharing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the work you're doing, all the comments, all the participation, and more. And I'm going to be back next month. So if you got questions, comments, you see me live, you want to do something else, let me know and put them in the chats, message me, and I will demonstrate it live for you. Let me know what else I can do to make your business analysis work amazing. All right, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Aloha.